It's time to play some stuff!
What's up, everybody? I'm taking a trip down memory lane today, logged on as Darth Goodman. My entry in the long and cultured history, or whatever you want to call it, of stupid Death Knight names. Darth Goodman is a placeholder character for me to occasionally, if I get curious about this server, log onto it on Alexstrasza. Well, we got drama in the trade chat, big time. Oh, this server sucks. It's all noobs. Nobody can do anything. We can't win PvP. We can't get raid progression. You want? Oh, gee. Wonder. I transferred off of this server many, many years ago. Would anyone care to guess as to why? I mean, besides the fact that the Dwarven District in Stormwind is Cricketsville, let's go to the original trade district. The Dwarven District tends to be popular today because of all the portals to Pandaria now, and originally the Cataclysm content, and all that fun stuff. But let's go. So we're on Alexstrasza Alliance. Alexstrasza was my first server back when I first started playing in 2006. I leveled my first character, the Paladin that I still have, Goodman. Was originally Goodman, but someone's taken the name since I've left, so I'm never coming back. Originally leveled up into Burning Crusade content on here. Had a few folks that I ran instances with, and even did arenas with. The one and only time I've ever done arena was during Season 1. Oh, wait, here's some activity. Some folks running around. I don't recognize any names or guild. Oh, Rage and Mana, I remember them. Actually, let's check the WoW census, what's coming in so far. Saints and Sinners, I think I recognize. Sanctuary, I think I recognize. Any others? So some of these ancient guilds that have been around forever are still around. But I ultimately... that's enough of this crap. Night Elves, super popular. Maybe it's because the census isn't done yet. Druids, wicked popular. So let's go to Goldshire, just for the heck of it, see who's dueling. So I only had one decent guild on this server. This guy's never been into Elwyn Force before. I did the Death Knight starting zone and then just logged off in Stormwind. So this guy's never been anywhere. And matter of fact, I haven't even picked. This thing's pulsing down here because people are still arguing in the trade chat. That's why they called it Dramastrasza back in the bad old days, and I guess nothing has changed since then. Anyways, yeah, see my thing is still pulsing down here because I haven't picked any talents because I don't plan on doing very much. I don't even have my bars set up correctly. Dark Command as my number 2 attack. Anywho. Anybody dueling? It's 11 at night, which corresponds to 10 p.m. server time. One of the reasons I left was because the server time and Eastern time that I'm in are not in the same time zone, so it was annoying having to check 2 clocks when you're trying to raid and stuff. Oh yeah, look at these guys. Still dueling as ever, but everybody Alliance on all servers duels in Goldshire. Oh, wait. This is Cross Realm now, I keep forgetting. Half of these folks aren't even from this server. So... Anyways, I leveled through Classic and Burning Crusade on this server, and had a few folks that I ran instances with, tried raiding a few times. I know my first raid ever was actually it was a Furbolg rep raid out in Fellwood. We were trying to get Timbermaw Hold rep, so we made a 40-man raid. Even though I was 20 levels below the content at the time out in Fellwood, I was in my 40s, and Fellwood was like high 50s. Okay, close to 20 levels. We still went around just killing stuff to get Timbermaw Hold rep, and then I was under-leveled, and I was one of the last people there, and I got killed before I hearthed out of there. So, yeah, not fun. Went through Classic and Burning Crusade and stuff. Had a few folks that I even did arenas with. It was this rogue. There were 2 arms warriors actually who would run stuff with me, and then there was a discipline priest who tried to DPS and heal back when discipline didn't have any focus. There's not like the shield bubble thing that it is today. And yeah, fun stuff. And I did manage to get into one decent guild who didn't mind non-raiders because I was playing a paladin at the time, and of course course, paladins were buff bots in Classic and heal bots and gimmick tanks in Burning Crusade, so paladins didn't really get treated properly until Wrath of the Lich King, when Retribution finally got fixed and protection started getting cleaned up. Although prot tanks were doing some stuff in Burning Crusade, they were largely porcupine gimmicks compared to warriors, which is why the elitism of warrior tanks only continued all the way through to Wrath. Pretty sad. So, how on earth did I end up playing this game for so long? Well, for one thing, I have always been interested in, number one, online RPGs, where you got something besides AI adding to the character of everything. Online RPGs. And also Elder Scrolls games. You can just go around this gigantic, huge world just doing whatever. And a lot of my soloing in WoW that I've done over the years, and my return to the game for Mists, is because that Blizzard's finally starting to cater to folks like myself. So they're putting in other alternative ways of character progression besides traditional raids and PvP. So my interest in this game is an offshoot of my interest in Elder Scrolls games. I never had much of an interest in MMOs prior to this game. Even the idea of paying a monthly bill for a video game was a turn-off for me back then. I didn't really like that idea. I mean, you pay bills for utilities, not video games. Maybe one of these days World of Warcraft will finally go free to play, but I imagine they have more than enough subscribers to continue kicking against the bricks for at least a couple more years. Even with Mists of Pandaria's a bit slow down compared to previous expansions and the other games that are out there today, I think they'll manage to squeeze out a few more years on the subscription model before they can finally start looking at alternatives. Oh, cool, 947 characters online. Stormrage would have a little more, but let's see what we got for our census results. Humans, most popular alliance race. Gee, I wonder. Could it possibly be the PvP trinket racial? That's usable in PvE too, to break stuns and other things, as I've seen good raiders do. Most popular class on this server, Hunter. Nothing changes, does it? Well, it's not the most popular. It's most popular right now. I've only run one census on here. Hunters, then Paladins, then Death Knights, then Druids. Stormrage has more Druids, if I check the stats on that. Nobody likes playing gnomes. Oh, too bad. Dwarves either, for whatever reason. Even the Pandaran are more... there have been more Pandaran sensed by this thing than dwarves. Memory lane, folks, memory lane. My interest in this game is an offshoot of my Elder Scrolls interests, and even some really stupid things that WoW players take for granted that was a big deal if you came from, like, Neverwinter Nights, was something interesting too. Like, for example, watch as I run into the Lion's Pride Inn. Cha-ching! Hey, look, we're inside the inn. Guess what you didn't see? A load screen going from the exterior to the interior. We could just run into the building. We could run in and out of this building all day, and no load screen ever. That's one of the things I liked about this game when I first started playing it, was that you didn't have load screens for internals to externals and stuff like that. Just run in and out and in and out, and it helps with the feeling of cohesiveness of this world that this kind of stuff is going on. Okay, goodbye, duelers. So, duel me! Oh, heal me! I'm a Death Knight! What do you want me to do? We haven't had the ability to heal others since the blood thing that used to exist back in Wrath. Whatever. Anyways, so... why did I ultimately end up leaving this server? Well, you've seen some of it, as I've commented on in the chat, which we're about to see again when I go back into the city. Alexstrasza's middle name back then was, and probably still is to this day, Dramastrasza. So, lots of people were flipping out at each other. Lots of people flipped out at each other. The raid progression was bad compared to other servers. The PvP was lousy compared to other servers back when that still mattered, before everything was merged. And, yeah, I guess some other people have left as well, judging by the fact I don't recognize half the darn guilds. And look at this, the trade district empty. Or am I just too used to Stormrage, which has stuff going on even during off hours? Yeah, whatever. So, plus, I have no reason to come back. The name that I used to have on this server is now taken, so... oh well. I can't say I've missed much. Storm Rage has had much better raid progression, much better everything, even the economy. I can't believe how dependable the auction house is if I ever need money. People buy raw materials all over the place, like they're constantly leveling professions all the time, as opposed to other servers where your stuff might not even sell because everybody undercuts you and stuff like that. So, what happened to me on here? Well, I did join one decent guild that self-destructed in a giant supernova of drama. And then after that, I just was like, you know what? Heck with this. I had a few friends in this server, but they weren't logging on as much as they used to. Hey, is that Krithto the dog? Can I get one-shotted by him just for the fun of it? There he is. Because the Alliance needed a version of Gammon, the super powerful Tauren dude in Orgrimmar. Ready? Missed, but he still killed me anyways. 226,000 damage. Because the Alliance totally needed a version of Gammon that runs around the city like a maniac. Oh joy, oh joy. So, nowadays, would I ever think of coming back here? Of course not. Look at what I've seen in the trade chat. Look at the emptiness of the cities. I wonder what the raid progression, if it's still lousy compared to other servers on here. Yeah, I don't miss it. I definitely don't miss this server. No, I don't know anybody on here anymore. The one and only guild that I joined that was half decent disappeared years and years and years and years and years ago. Heck, I'll bet half the folks I used to run instances with in that, or run stuff with in that guild don't even play anymore. Times change. It says a lot when a game like this is around so long that, oh, no wonder I'm not getting close to my corpse. I'm running towards a quest and not towards the red arrow. I'm like, I didn't go through the mage district before getting that bulldog to kill me. So I don't miss this server. I wouldn't come back in a million years. So, even Storm Rage, even though Storm Rage has kind of gotten the same way, I've just had more fun there. I've been in more interesting guilds, though everybody that I used to run raids and dungeons with has disappeared from there, too. Times change. I think the biggest problem that I've encountered with guilds since the last good one that I had on Storm Rage is that this whole guild leveling interface basically made it so that the social guilds are now the winners in terms of guilds these days. There's always the temptation to just load up the guild with as many people as possible to earn points, experience, and shared gold, because of those achievements where every time you loot, 5% more gold gets auto-generated and put into the bank. What do I not even have? I haven't leveled a Death Knight in so long. I'm like, where's my rune tap? Darn, I don't have it. I haven't played a low-level Death Knight in a long time. Whatever. Do I even have any? Well, I have 21 gold, so... Oh, wait, I do have something resembling food. Haven't had to use this stuff in a long time. What other stuff do I have? Oh, the Sigil of the Dark Rider is now a gray item that I can sell for 8 gold. Insignia of the Scourge. So much has changed since I started playing this. Well, since I got this DK out of the starting area. But so much has changed since the last time I've been on this server, either. So, sadly, guilds these days are more about filling up the roster and getting people to advance the guild with levels, fill the guild bank with money, stuff like that. Yeah, I have yet to see another guild that's really like the ones I've been in previously, where you had basically in-game friends that you could always log on with and run dungeons with and raid with and stuff. Guilds have just lost their human face and stuff. So, I don't know. I suppose I'll just leave this character here. The whole reason I even have this Death Knight to begin with is in case I ever get curious about Alexstrasza again. And every time I log on and come over here and take a look at how things are, it's always the same. I'm not missing much. Let's get back to Storm Rage and progressing through the Pandaria content. Hope you've enjoyed this little reminiscence of the bad old days. I started on this server back when I was I started on this server back when it was a new player server, and leveled my first character here, but Didn't really do too much afterwards. Storm Rage is really where the lion's share of my WoW Time Alliance side has been. So, till next time, this is MultimediaJay, signing off. Thanks for stopping by, and game on! Wave goodbye, little Death Knight. Shouldn't do this stuff right after supper. Wave goodbye, little Death Knight. I don't know when the next time you're gonna be logged on is. Right. Next!